How are you mentally? What are your plans for the future? Why did y'all break up? Hey y'all, hey, it's your favorite NayTure Bae, and I am here with my first video, y'all. But before I get into the details of this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the post notifications so you'll be notified every time I drop my vibes, because I'm gonna be dropping vibes and we're gonna be getting live. So if you want to get live with me, go ahead and do that. Thank you so much, and I really do appreciate it. So this is my first video on my own channel. Some of you may know me from my previous relationship, and I'm really just like trying to make this video kind of like a get to know me, who I am, just kind of like introducing Nay as who Nay is, you know, like if that makes sense. So I'm gonna also do like a Q&A, because a lot of people who do know me already have been asking me questions about like what happened in the relationship, how have I been, why, like, you know, I've just been really silent. I haven't really said much. Well, we didn't say much, but I haven't said much. So it's just more so like a lot of people are asking me questions, and I'm here to answer those questions today, as well as, like I said, introducing me as Nay and who I am. So yeah, I have some questions here. I posted a post on Instagram like about a week or so ago. And I have the questions that y'all asked. Y'all really asked some good questions. A lot of people asked a lot of the same questions, but some people asked some questions. Y'all did get kind of nosy, kind of spicy, but I'm gonna try to keep it cute today. Just as an introduction, you know, just so y'all can get to know me. And yeah, if I repeat myself, y'all, or if I'm like saying a lot, this isn't scripted. I'm just kind of going off of the questions that I have here. But aside from that, like, I didn't prepare anything beforehand. So y'all just work with me. You know, I'm a vibe regardless, but you know, yeah. So let's get into it. Well, first I'm gonna introduce myself. Like I said, I am Nay. I am 26, y'all. 26. Whew. I know I may not look like it, but yes, I am 26. My birthday is in April. I am a Taurus, April 30th. Shout out to all the Tauruses out there. We are the best, period, with our stubborn asses. But no, so that's that. I am from Louisville, Kentucky, which actually somebody asked. That was one of the questions. Where am I from? So I am from Louisville, Kentucky. So yeah, how are you mentally? Right now, mentally, I'm okay. Like, I'm doing a lot better than I was at the beginning of this year. A lot has happened within this year, and at the same time, like, not a lot has happened. Like, I can't really explain it without going too deep into detail, but like, a lot has happened this year, and a lot has changed. A lot of life-changing things have happened. So it's more so like trying to adjust to different situations, and I'm not gonna speak too much on the relationship just yet. I'm gonna get to that, but just coming out of the relationship, again, it was a lot to adjust to, moving around. It was just really a lot. So at the beginning of the year, I was really just like mentally drained, and I had to really like pick myself up out of that and start building myself back up, if that makes sense. But a lot that helped me, the main thing that helped me is just keeping my faith in God. I am a very spiritual person, more spiritual than religious, but I've always kept my faith in God, and I continue to keep my faith in God, and He has definitely pulled me through this entire process, this entire year. So now I'm just like, I'm still learning things. Mentally and emotionally, I'm still trying to put myself back together, but I would say I'm definitely in a better headspace than I was at the beginning of this year. Like the beginning of this year, I was depressed, y'all. Like, it got real bad, and as we go along, I'll get into like what I actually went through with being depressed. But for now, I would just say like it got really bad for me. It got as bad as it's ever been. And I was able to pull myself out of that. I'm so grateful, and I'm so thankful for that, especially. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with it. A lot of the questions were about my previous relationship, y'all. What is your deepest secret? Well, it's a secret for a reason. Somebody asked, do I smoke? No, I do not smoke. Why don't I smoke? Because I cannot handle the high, y'all. Like, don't get me wrong, when I smoke, I'm very goofy. Like, I get really funny, I laugh a lot. But I also get kind of like paranoid, and I try to fight the high. Like, I'm so used to being sober and having a sober mind. Like, I would try to make myself feel sober, and it's just like, no. And then like I get to overthink it. Like, y'all, it's just not. But get this, I can drink though. I love to, well, pause, I'm not alky. I like to drink. I like to sip. I like to feel good. I don't like to get drunk, blackout drunk, like all that. No, I don't like hangovers. I've been there, done that. But I do like to sip. I like to, like I said, feel good. I like to just have a good vibe, you know? Do you believe in manifestations? Yes, I truly, truly do. Like, manifesting, what you speak is what you become, or like what you speak over yourself is what you become. And I truly do believe that, like, whatever you say, you manifest, you speak it as if you already have it, you move as if you already have it. Or if you like want if you want a specific lifestyle or a specific like material thing or anything like that, if you move and if you speak like you already have it, I feel like the universe, and if you believe in a higher power, like for me, again, it's God, I feel like God will bring that to you, and the universe will also bring that to you. I'm just really big on that. So I try to speak positive over myself, and I try to speak as if I already have the things that I'm manifesting. That is truly something that I do every day. I've actually looked up videos and found tips on how to like properly manifest. From what I've seen, there's a such thing as like manifesting incorrectly, if you will. So I do truly believe that manifesting is a real thing, and if you manifest the right way, you can, you know, bring good things to you always, and especially with prayer too. So I feel like they really go hand in hand for real. What is your type? You know, a lot of people ask me this, and I'm surprised nobody asked me. Oh yeah, well, somebody has actually asked me this, but it wasn't like part of this. Somebody asked me if I'm like bi, straight, or gay. Technically, I consider myself bisexual. I am attracted to males and females. I'm more attracted to masculinity more than anything. But like personally, I would it's kind of funny, y'all. Like, I would mess around and have fun with a femme, if that makes sense. But actually dating a femme, I don't know. Like, I've considered it, but I don't know. But I would definitely like do some things. Okay, we're gonna keep it PG. But my type really is just more so like somebody who's honest, somebody who's goofy. I'm very goofy. Like, I know when to be serious. I know that there's always a time to be serious, but most of the time, like, I'm very goofy. I'm very laid back. So somebody who kind of like matches my vibe in that way. Somebody who's honest, like I said, loyalty. Someone who has great upkeep. Like, that is my type. I've developed OCD over time. So if you don't have like good upkeep or good body hygiene or things like that, it's an immediate no for me. Like, I'm talking about like, don't even, if you come up to me and your breath stinks, I'm sorry. You could be the finest woman, man in the world. If your breath stinks, your teeth is like all dirty. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, y'all, but it's just like, appearance it's not everything, but it definitely plays a part. And it's like, if you don't have that, like, you know, like just good upkeep, then it's just like, I can't. Because if you don't care about yourself, then how can I expect you to care about me? And that does go with your upkeep, like, and it's just like, yeah. But aside from that, I just like somebody who likes to have fun, who likes to go out and do things. You don't have to necessarily be outspoken, but more so like just not afraid to like socialize, like sociable. There we go. Because I'm a very sociable person. So it's like, for example, like meeting like my family or something, like instead of like, if you're not the type that's like shy or like kind of like shies away, and like if you're not scared to like speak up and just be like, you know, hey, how you doing? You know, things like that. That's my type. Because I'm the same way. Like, when it comes to meeting people, I'm like, hey, how are you? You know, like, I'm shy. I can be shy at first, sort of. But it's not necessarily shy, it's more so just like peeping energy, you know, if that makes sense. Y'all, if I get to rambling, I'm sorry. I just like to talk and explain how I feel. But yeah.
It's okay, Cherie.
What she said, the questions that I have now, like I said, I wanted to save these more so for last. They're about me and my previous relationship. So somebody asked the obvious question, why did y'all break up? Well, I called off our relationship just because it was a lot, y'all. Like I said, at the beginning of this year, mentally, I was just not right. And it really took a toll on our relationship. And it kind of became toxic. It was a lot that we were dealing with, like, in life. And it just kind of, like, again, it affected me a lot. It affected both of us, but me, like, it was just a whole lot, y'all. Like, it was really a lot. Like, I can make a whole nother video talking about that, but I'm not. So I'm just gonna keep it simple and say that I did call off our relationship. Just mentally, I wasn't there. And like, it was supposed to be a break, but it ended up being more than that. I ended up calling it off completely. It wasn't easy. And we tried to make it work multiple times. That's why, like, y'all probably would see us like post and then not post and then post and then not post. Short story, it just got to a point to where, like, I couldn't be in that, and like where my mental was at, like I couldn't continue to be in a relationship and cause more toxicity and more harm. I'm not saying like I was toxic, no, but it's just more so like, and I'm not saying like it was both of us, like we both had our ways, but it was just to a point to where it was just like I had to put myself first and like focus on me and my mental and my emotional well-being. It was like either this relationship or me, and it was just like I chose me. And she supported it, you know, like we didn't end off on a note to where it was just like F you, like, you know, disrespectful. We did have our arguments, but it wasn't like we came to like a common ground. We came to a what do you call that? I'm gonna just keep it at, we came to a common ground and basically agreed on it. And yeah, I was just like, you know, I'd rather I have to work on me, put me first and heal. And she respected it. And yeah, that was that. Somebody asked, would I ever get back with her? Personally, no. And don't get me wrong, like I have mad love for her always, but it's just like I just can't see myself going there again. Yeah, I don't want to say too much without, like, I can't say too much without saying too much. So I'm gonna just kind of leave it at that. And again, it's nothing against her, but it's just, it was a lot. Do you think your ex moved on too quick? For those of you who don't know, like, again, I'm not gonna speak too much on her and what she has going on. But I will say I knew before her new girlfriend even popped out. Like, I already knew when they got together that they were together. I know how long they've been talking. Like, I knew a lot before they actually went public with this. So I wasn't the only one who knew, but I did know. So it didn't come as a surprise to me when they actually came out with it. So do I feel like she moved on quick? No. I mean, I'm gonna just leave it at that, y'all. No, I don't feel like she did. She's grown. We all make our own choices. And yeah, like, I'm not saying anything to like bash her. I wouldn't ever do that. Like, I'm not that type. I'm not bitter. I'm not mad. I'm not, you know, like, oh, well, this and that. Like, I'm not out to get nobody. Like, no, you know, I'm very happy for her. I'm happy that she found somebody that makes her happy. And I'm happy that she has somebody to make happy. Like, you know, I'm happy for her. Like, more power to her and all the love and blessings to them and what they have going on. I just don't insert myself in that. I'm not the type that's gonna sit here and belittle and talk about and I think this and third. No, because I don't feel that way. So it's just more so like, you know, I knew about it, so it's not a surprise to me. That's all. Like, I had people actually hitting me up and saying like, what, I didn't even know that y'all weren't together, this and the third, and all this other stuff. I had people basically hit me up asking if I knew, and this, like, yeah, I knew. I was the first person, or one of the first people to know. So yeah, and no, y'all, I don't want to think I don't want y'all to think that she cheated on me. She did not cheat on me. She didn't. Like I said, I might get into that another time, but she didn't cheat on me. That's one thing I would say. Like, she didn't cheat on me. She did it very respectfully. So yeah. What advice would you give someone who just got out of a relationship? I would say focus on you and what you want to do. I guess it also depends on the dynamic that y'all ended it on. Like I said, my dynamic wasn't bad. It was a mutual thing. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. It was a mutual thing. So the dynamic wasn't really bad. But I would just say, like, regardless, for real, it don't even, actually, I take that back, y'all. It does not matter the dynamic of the way it ended. I would just say focus on you. Focus on healing yourself. Focus on doing what you have to do for you to get you through what you're going through. If you're a religious or spiritual person, turn to who you pray to or who you look to. Again, for me, it was God. That's what I did. I turned to God so heavily. And I would also say, like, maybe if you don't have that person or people close to you to talk to get you through it, find your way to decipher through your thoughts. Like, whether it's journaling, writing, drawing, like, whatever it is, just find that way for you and do that. And also put your time, pour back into yourself, give to yourself what you may not have been given or what you may not have been giving yourself in the relationship. Just find your ways to build you back up. Like, focus on you, like, focus on yourself, your mental, your emotional health, your emotional well-being, things like that. That's like the main thing I would say. Like, it may sound cliche, y'all, but no, it's really not. Like, at the end of the day, nobody's gonna do it for you. Like, you can have help, like, if you need to get professional help, do that. I would definitely recommend it 130%. But, like, at the end of the day, though, nobody's gonna have you like you have you. Like, a person can tell you to do this, to do that, but they can't make you do it. Like, you have to have that willpower to do that. So I would just say, really just put you first always. And if you have kids, take care of your kids. I don't have kids, so I can't really relate too much to that. I just have me and my dog. But just make sure you take care of yourself and your household first, most importantly. And if you do decide to go back to that person, just make sure you're not going to hurt yourself in that process. Because I know some people can, work things out, and people change things like that. But aside from that, just make sure it's the best thing for you. That's the best advice I got. You. Last question. What are your plans for the future? Woo! Okay, I do have plans for the future, y'all. And I do believe that staying quiet and moving in silence until you actually have those things completed is the best thing to do. I'm very superstitious, and I believe in jinxing things. Not only do I believe in it, but like from experience of telling people moves that I was gonna make before I actually made them, it didn't go through. So I won't say too much, but I will say there is a lot that I have in store. I will say that I do still plan on moving out of the state. I do tell people that all the time, because regardless, I am moving out of the state. By the grace of God, I will be able to move out of the state. Hopefully, no later than next year. So I have a goal date, but like I said, I'm not gonna say it. The people who are closer to me, there's only 2 people who know when I'm trying to move. 3, sorry. There's only 3 people who know when I'm actually trying to move, but nobody knows where. The only person that does know is my ex, and this is because we talked about it before we actually broke up. So but aside from that, like, nobody knows where I'm moving to. I will tell you guys, it is on the West Coast, but again, nobody knows where. So that is just where I'm at. And I do plan on starting school for a profession. I will not say what profession, not yet, but there's only 3 people who know that as well. So yeah, I'm just really, like, again, pouring into me. Like, I have been lost trying to find myself this whole year, and I feel like I'm starting to find myself. So really just focusing on getting myself together, getting on the right track, getting my life back on track. I was in the relationship for 8 years, so everything that I was doing was with, like, part of the relationship. I haven't ever actually developed myself on my own. That's where I'm at right now with life. So yeah, that is me. If y'all want a part 2, let me know. I should have said this at the beginning of my video, y'all, but basically this channel, my channel, is going to consist of me as Nay, vlogs, clothing hauls, beauty, like things like that. I have a lot of ideas in store. I just have to kind of get back on track in order to bring the content to y'all, but I'm definitely gonna do that, especially with the holidays coming up, a lot of festivities coming up. Yes, y'all, so y'all definitely stay tuned. If you have made it this far, you are a real one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all stay tuned. If you want a part 2, again, let me know down in the comments. Comment some questions, comment some content ideas y'all want to see. Hit me up on my socials. You know, I'm always on there. I may not get to you right away, but I will definitely get to you because I do have a specific time where I go through and I check all of my messages. So definitely just hit me up. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. I'm very friendly. Thank y'all for vibing with Nay. Love y'all. Bye.